What's up, guys? So today I have to make a new drum cover, and right now I'm in the process of preparing stuff, and I was just thinking to myself, why don't I make a vlog about 5 things that you can do to make your drum covers better? But I'm hungry as so first, let's go grab something to eat and we'll get right into it. And I'm back. God, I hate going to the shop when I'm hungry. So now I gotta quickly cook my sausages and I gotta make a coffee because today I've drank only one. So let's do that. This is the best mayonnaise in the world. So, as I was saying, I'm going to give you guys 5 tips. That was kind of corny, right? Like 5. Yeah. I'm starting to sound like an 80s show. These 5 tips are not going to be super groundbreaking, but they might just help you. So the first one is put in the time to actually learn the song that you're going to cover. And I know how dumb it sounds because of course that you're going to learn the song, but make sure that there are no places and no certain figures that you cannot play, or make sure that you play it enough times before you record it and before you film yourself, so you know that everything is in place, you're not missing anything, you're playing fine along the click. And for those of you who don't know, a click is a metronome. This first step and this first tip is so obvious and it's such a no-brainer, and I know that a lot of you guys are thinking, Jesus, was that the reason that I clicked on this video? Well, trust me, if you learn your song properly and if you put in the actual hours, this is going to solve a lot of your problems because you cannot build on top of bad foundations. I know you know it. Just do it. So, the second tip is, again, it's a no-brainer. It's going to sound dumb. You're going to say that you've heard it 1,000 times, but trust me, it's so true. So the second tip that I'm going to give you is practice your skills. Practice your drumming skills. Not just for this song, not just for, you know, this particular part. Of course, if it's hard for you to play certain part, yeah, slow it down, practice it more, but you need to practice your skills. Just like I did in the beginning of this video. You know, I was just doing some paradiddles and some 5s and 7s transitions. So practice your skills. They're important. So if your skills are in place and if you learn the song properly, well, guess what? You already are 2 steps ahead of everybody else. So as a follow-up to my previous vlog, the third point, the third tip actually, is going to follow its logic. And since I talked about flipping sticks and, you know, your visual appearance, my third tip to you guys would be put a spin on your drum cover. So let's say that you have already accomplished step 1 and step 2, or tip 1 and tip 2. So you know the song very well, you're pretty confident in your drumming skills that are required for this song, and now in point 3, where you have to put a spin on it, You need to make it interesting. You need to make it stand out more from everybody else. Especially with popular songs, where there are like thousands of drum covers who are a direct competitor to you. You need to stand out more, and you need to make it more interesting. So how do you do this? Well, I'm going to say it for 27th time, but learn the song, practice your skills. This is your foundation. So on top of this foundation, now you're going to make it pretty. You're going to make it interesting. How do you do this? Well, there are several ways. First, flip your sticks. No, I'm kidding. You don't have to flip your sticks, but it's a good start. Do tricks, speed it up, use 30-second notes instead of 16ths, use triplets instead of 8 notes, and whatever. You can even add props and costumes, and you know, if you have some signature moves that you've got or signature look that you have, or as I have done in my previous drum covers, you can dress, or you can try to dress accordingly to the song that you're playing. Whenever I play Eminem songs, I try to, you know, have my hoodie, have my cap, etc, etc, which represents more or less this urban culture, represents this rap culture. You know, I've never been a rapper, and I've never been a huge fan of rap, but I respect this culture. So whenever I'm trying to play a song like this, I want the immersion of you guys, the people that are watching me, to be as full as possible. So what I do? Well, I choose my clothes. And for Halloween, for instance, or Christmas, or whatever. And you're not the only one who's got the idea to do it. So guess what? Now you have to combine things. Use the clothes, use the stick tricks, use the more interesting figures and triplets and 30-second notes and double bass and whatever you're doing. You have to mix it up. You have to make this hybrid show, hybrid performance, which is going to stand out more. Number 4. Now, enough with the visual aspect of things. Even though it's pretty important, it's not all. So, my 4th tip to you guys would be, make it sound better. The days where you have to record with your camera mic, or you're recording with your phone mic, or whatever web mic you've got, are long gone. Today, you can buy a full drum mic set for the same money that you can buy, I don't know, 20 packs of cigarettes. Pretty much. Do not underestimate the power of sound. And we're musicians. We are dealing with sound. This is our profession. We're producing sound, if you like. Not everybody can afford to buy high-end gear, high-end mics, high-end drums, and pretty much all the good stuff. Some of us are on a budget and we have to do DIY stuff. And even if it's not the mics, make sure that your room is dampened well. Make sure there is no echo, no reverb. Make sure that you've tuned your drums, change your heads. Whatever it takes, take the time to learn equalizers, compressors, everything that you need in order to make your drums sound good. And you can even try to improve your playing, because your playing determines what sound you're getting out of the drums. And with that, we're moving to point 5. So point 5 is called overplay to an extent. As you probably know, and you've seen from my videos, I'm a huge fan of overplaying, and I like adding more drums that it's needed to a certain song. And whenever I'm doing drum covers, especially if they're on slower tracks or more simple tracks or even pop songs, I tend to make things complicated in the drums and in my life. So overplaying is actually not a bad thing if you do it to an acceptable extent, because if you're overplaying way too much and it's starting to lose touch with the song, and now it just sounds like some random dude is trying to make a solo, or he's just banging stuff and it has nothing to do with the song and the rhythm and the melody, well, that's too much. But take Luke Holland for example. He's overplaying the shit out of the songs he's playing, and it sounds amazing. So my advice to you is boost your creativity. Try to add more from you, try to add your own unique playstyle, but make sure that you're doing it first after you've learned the song, second with figures and stuff that you're confident in doing. And third, make sure it's not too much. Alright guys, so this is it for today. I'm exhausted already and I still have to play a drum cover. So I'm gonna leave you guys. I'm going to the studio right now. I'm on my fourth coffee. I'm buzzing and I'll talk to you soon. Just leave a comment, like, share it with your friends. You know, it's a small thing to do, but to me, it's boosting my channel, and you know, the algorithm is pretty cruel. So I appreciate it. Thank you.